Elizabeth Bennet was a woman of great wit and intelligence, who had always believed that love was not necessary for a happy marriage. She had seen too many couples who had married for love end up unhappy and poor, and she had no desire to suffer the same fate. She was content with her life as it was, living on her family's modest estate with her parents and 4 sisters, and enjoying the occasional ball or visit with friends. But when a handsome and wealthy young man named Mr. Bingley moved into the neighborhood, Elizabeth's world was turned upside down. Bingley was friendly and charming, and he quickly became a favorite among the local gentry. Elizabeth's sister Jane, who was equally kind and lovely, soon caught Bingley's eye, and the two became fast friends. At the same time, Elizabeth found herself frequently crossing paths with Bingley's friend, Mr. Darcy. Darcy was a proud and reserved man, with little patience for the frivolity of society. Elizabeth found him arrogant and disagreeable, and she was quick to judge him based on his demeanor. Despite her dislike of Darcy, Elizabeth found herself drawn into the drama surrounding the two men's courtship. Bingley's sisters and Darcy seemed to conspire to keep Jane and Bingley apart. Convinced that Jane's family was too beneath Bingley's station to make a suitable match, Elizabeth was outraged by their interference, and she became increasingly determined to expose their true intentions. As she investigated further, Elizabeth found herself growing closer to Darcy. She was surprised to discover that there was more to him than she had initially thought, and that beneath his haughty exterior lay a man of great kindness and loyalty. Darcy, too, found himself drawn to Elizabeth, admiring her wit and intelligence, and appreciating her frankness in a society that valued politeness above all else. Despite their growing feelings for one another, Elizabeth and Darcy struggled to overcome their differences. Elizabeth was still convinced that Darcy was too proud and judgmental, while Darcy feared that Elizabeth would never be able to see past his social status and reputation. But as they navigated the ups and downs of their relationship, both began to realize that their initial judgments of each other had been wrong. In the end, it was Elizabeth's wit and courage that helped bring the two lovers together. When Darcy proposed to her, Elizabeth initially refused, convinced that he was still too proud and condescending. But Darcy persisted, writing a letter that explained his past mistakes and his true feelings for her. Elizabeth, moved by his sincerity, came to see him in a new light, and she realized that she loved him in return. The two were married soon after, in a small ceremony attended by their closest friends and family. Despite the challenges they had faced along the way, they knew that they were meant to be together, and that their love would endure for a lifetime.